What is going on, everybody? And today I want to cover three areas, and that is pressure, purpose, and profit, which I'll call the PPP loan because I'm loaning this out to you. If you want to go ahead and use it later on for yourself, by all means do so. But I've been noticing a lot of things when it comes to leadership and things like that, and people that want to get into entrepreneurship, leadership, and things like that. Look, you got to, as we say in the military, embrace the suck. All right. Or as we say, when you get into the military, welcome to the suck. And so that just means that you're comfortable being uncomfortable. Most people are used to things over a certain amount of time, they become complacent. So they need some type of pressure to push them forward a little bit outside their comfort zone so that they could grow a little bit. So, what do I mean by pressure, purpose, and profit? Well, without pressure, you'll stay complacent, comfortable, and exactly where you are. Now, when it comes to pressure, think of it like a sponge, right? When the sponge is filled with water, you can't get more water with the sponge. You have to squeeze it and add pressure, wring it out to get all the other suds and crap out of it so that you can go ahead and put it back underneath the spout again or the fountain and drink up once more. So this now brings me to the purpose. Why are you placing the sponge underneath there to begin with? Are you trying to clean something? Are you trying to rinse the sponge? What is it are you trying to do? Now, when you're talking about your purpose and your pressure, think of it like a diamond, right? You can't see carbon dioxide when it leaves your body and leaves your lungs. You could take in air, which is a combination of everything, and then you exhale the carbon dioxide, so on and so forth. But without pressure, that carbon doesn't get hardened and turns into a composite known as a diamond or crystallizes, right? It needs to contract, right? And your purpose is what actually pulls everything together. So as you're under pressure, as you're going through things, the things that are true to you will not disappear. The things that are false to you will, however, just like when you have a dirty sponge and you go to wring it out and you rinse it underneath the fountain again, so on and so forth, are underneath water, and you keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing until the suds are no longer dirty, the water is no longer dirty, but it's now pure. Now, what happens is that when pressure meets purpose, you reach profitability. Now, if you're in business, what this means is that you can go almost into any room within a small business mindset if you're just starting out and hold your own with the big boys. What do I mean by this? Well, you understand things like CAC. What is your lifetime value? What is arbitrage, right? And how can you break that down to a financial setting? What does it mean to protect the delta, not just the downside? And what is delta in the stock market if you're going to invest? What is an iron condor when you're trading stock options? These are the things that you would need to know in order to hold your own in a particular type of room. Now, they may have other rooms where Alex Hormozy's in, and they'll say things like, what are your activation points? It wasn't until later on in life that I learned activation points. I just knew that people needed to get something and to keep getting something in order to keep propelling them forward. I never knew the term was called activation points until I heard Alex Hormozy say it. I researched it, and then I looked it up for myself because I'm a man of action. Now, if you're trying to be a man of action or someone in the business world, an entrepreneur, and when I say man, don't take this personally, ladies, because hue means color, man is what you are. So let's get something straight there. So when you're met with pressure and your purpose runs into it, all the crap that you've been telling yourself that isn't true will dissipate and disappear. What's left after that is profit. And now, what did I say in the beginning? Once you put the PPP together, right, you turn into, well, what's known as a diamond, right? Because without pressure, without certain things, you'll never be able to shine like a diamond, right? Now, I used all these colors because if you've seen my last video, one of the ways you judge the value of a diamond is by its clarity. In other words, how much crap have you been through, the pressure, with your purpose to pull yourself through to make a profit, to make a living, afford rent, things like that, in order to turn yourself into something that's valuable, not just for yourself, but for others. Because last time I checked, when you get into a marriage, and marketing is like a marriage, not like sales where it's dating, that's thank you to Gary Vaynerchuk for pointing that out to everybody, you present a diamond ring. But the value isn't there until you give it to somebody. Yeah, the value is there when you purchased the diamond. The value was there when you went through the suck. The value was there when you said your purpose. The value was there when you had your profit. But now that you bought something and gave it meaning, and now you're going to give it to somebody else, whether that's your skill, your ability, your words, your knowledge, your love, your time, your effort, all that shapes you into the beautiful gem that you could be. So, if this was helpful for you, go ahead and subscribe and smash that like button. It helps other people find videos like this, and it helps me help more people around the world. So, do me a favor. If you thought this was valuable, or you have a question on business, marketing, leadership, and remember, I do include a couple things with AI because it's relatively new and people don't have the time to understand it. So I kind of give you the cheat codes if you caught my last video, where I give you links for it so that it could help you out. So it could be your own free coach so that you don't have to spend loads of money, and then you could get to where you need to be before. Then you could go ahead and gain profit. Then you could spend boatloads of money on real coaches, on people that could truly help you, and get all the BS questions out of the way, because you're just wasting time when you do so. Why spend freaking close to $200 on an attorney when you could simply do a Google search and figure out the question for yourself, and you don't have to pay him for the whole hour when it only took 15 minutes? I mean, that's where the company Manect came from. I think Patrick Bet-David was on a phone call with his attorney, and he was only on there for 15 minutes, but he got charged for an hour. He said, whoa, 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 whoa. Why am I getting charged for an hour? I was on the phone with less time. So this is what I try to do for people. So remember this lesson, pay it forward, pass it on, share it with people. And remember, without pressure and without your purpose, you won't have any profit. And if you don't put any of it to use and push through and last long enough, you won't turn into a diamond, because not all carbon turns into a diamond. It takes a long time for that to happen. The rest becomes fossil fuels along with everything else, and then you get burnt up in the end anyways. So remember, stay in the light, stay on the right side, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a great day.